What's up, baby? Do you drive a 90s or 2000s BMW of any kind that has a stick shift? Is your pedal leaning a little to the side? Well, guess what? Today, we're gonna see if we can fix that bad boy. I've had a modest amount of caffeine, so I think I'm ready to tear into this because my pedal's been crooked ever since I bought my car, and it's been three years now, I think. 2, 3? One of those. Anyway, so essentially, I'm replacing every single component in the clutch pedal besides the bracket itself. As you can see, my clutch pedal here, it's not vertical, right? Let me get a wide angle on there. I already took the lower dash panel off and stuff. It's a couple of bolts, couple clips, whatever, you'll figure it out. But the thing that happens here is you'll hit the clutch, and as you can see by the marks on the carpet, it no longer hits the clutch stop. It just goes to the side. And then the fun thing that happens is you go to push in your clutch, you end up smacking the side of your foot into the dead pedal, and then you crack it because it's designed in the 90s by BMW when they didn't know what the hell they were doing, apparently. And these end up cracking because there's just a big empty void back here. So that's a separate issue. I got to put a little filler 3D printed piece doodad in there. But I did replace mine with a nice brand used unit off eBay. So as you can see, pretty much everything on the clutch pedal is just held in with these little clips that you pop off. And in a series of events, you take the clutch switch off, clips out, one here, and there's one behind the clutch switch, I believe at the top, right yonder. And then you have this whole spring mechanism thing. And I'm just replacing everything. The most common issue is the bushings in the pedal go out, but as you can see, it looks like it has play, but it doesn't really have play. I'm just flexing it. But I tried to replace it. I tried to replace the bushings already with the bronze style bushings from AKG Motorsport, and it didn't fix anything besides just making it tighter. So my thought is, I think all these linkages are worn out and causing the pedal to like kick over, along with the actual sleeves in the stock pedal are pretty worn out. When I did the bushings, they kind of had play in there. So my thought is, everything's just getting kinked over because of that play. So I'm just going to replace everything. Hopefully that works. If that doesn't work, then the actual bracket itself is bent, which is no longer available, just like everything for this car. But I have a trick for that I'm going to try. So I'm going to tear this all out and then see how everything looks. Okay, so in like 5 minutes, I got everything disassembled, which helped that I already had this panel off. But yeah, it's really just a couple of these clips. Push out the pins, spring, clutch switches, electrical doodads and whatnot, unhook it from the master, and it all just kind of falls out. All right, so now I can show you guys what I'm talking about. See, I have these bronze bushings I pressed into the old pedal, but hopefully you can hear that on camera. These essentially just pop right out. The bore of the stock pedal is worn out from those old bushings being so bad and just sliding around. You can see if I try to put the bearings into the new pedal, they're nice and tight, they don't fall out, and I'm hoping that in and of itself will be enough to fix the cockedness of the pedal, because the spring preloads the pedal back so you have spring force to bring it off the ground, and my thought is, since it's offset to the right and those bores being worn out, it just kicks it over to the side. Now similarly, every one of these components are held in by pins, and same thing, like they've got tons of play. The car's got 251,000 miles on it. So again, like this has probably done like 3 million cycles of up, down, up, down, up, down. So everything's just worn out. So let's swap this all in, and hopefully that does the trick and we don't need to mess with the actual bracket that this mounts onto, because some people say sometimes the bracket bends and is what gives you that kick out. All right, we'll see if this angle is at all useful for you guys, but the new bronze bushings, you don't put any grease on. They're self-lubricating, allegedly. So clutch pedal slides in. Boom. Get this guy roughly aligned. I need to get the pin for that. So I put a light coat of grease onto everything. Trying to see which side this pin goes in. But yeah, all the pin components, I put a little dab of grease on. Trying to get this guy in there. There we go. Oh, this is where a second set of hands would be nice. Oh, great. Got grease on the carpet. Everything is fine. I know there's an easy way to do this, but I can't remember what it is. I'm gonna undo the master connection because I don't like that I'm overextending it. Save that for later. Once again, try this. There. Incredible gameplay. Oh wait, I think I remember the trick. Let me put the pin through first. Yep, that's it. Put the bottom pin in first on the spring. Then you can put in the new clip for the pedal, which now it's not. Oh, come on. My back hurts. Need to make sure I hold that in place. Get the clip on for the pedal. That's on. Now clip the master. Oh, why? Okay, 17th time is the charm, I promise. Great. Now you go in, please. What is the problem? There we go. Okay. Also, that looks like it's going straight. It's fantastic. That seems like it's doing something. Oh, I'm cramping in so many places. Working under the dash is incredible. Boom. Small clip. Boom. And that's it. That hits right on the clutch stop. Beautiful, except now I'm hitting the carpet. I'm going to trim that bit of carpet right there. Just gave the carpet a little bit of a trim. Now hits dead on the dead stop. Doesn't snag the carpet. Beautiful. Freaking dank. When I got everything together and started pushing the clutch with my foot, like I could see it's still going off to the side of the bump stop. So I was sitting and staring at this for a while, and I realized that clutch and brake pedal bracket is on, you know, a flat face here, and if I can get it, a bracket that goes up here. You can see when I push the clutch over to the side, we get a little gap there, and we have a little bit of play on that mounting bracket. So what I'm gonna do is put a little washer, really thin one, underneath, in between the bracket and the chassis, right there, to space it out, and then tweak this over to the side and tighten everything down. All right, so this is the end result with what I've got. I think it's as good as I'm gonna get it with how old the parts are on this car, specifically that bracket. But you can see now, when I press in the clutch, it's just about almost centered on the clutch stop, and you could see from before how far over we are. It was hitting like almost an inch off to the side. All right, well, there you have it. With about maybe an hour of your time, $200 of parts that you maybe didn't really need in the first place, besides the bushings and the pedal. And yeah, a couple of hand tools to tweak that bracket. You really should be able to fix the tweak clutch pedal on any of your E36, E46, Z3, 90s, 2000s BMWs. So there you have it. Hope this helped. Subscribe.